everybody. If you're new to my channel, I'm Lori, and welcome to Lori Book Trials, and I will be back. Okay, I'm back. I know I said I'm really not going to be doing TBRs unless it's readathons, but I just want to give you some idea of books that I might be reading. And of course, as I do reading vlogs, you will see if it changes. Of course, this coming week, starting the 4th, most of the reading is going to be Kindle books. I mean, not Kindle books, but, books for the, what is it called? The Smutathon that's going on. So, those books aren't here. That's going to be on a separate TBR. But, yeah. This one, I have a couple that I definitely, I have one book that I didn't finish that I was in the middle of finishing last month, and didn't finish it. And then a couple that I want to try to really get to. One is a book club read, so yeah. And one is a Patreon one that I'll mention, but I don't have because I didn't get it yet. It'll be here soon. And also, I'll come back and tell you her name because I always forget her channel name. I should have wrote it down, but I didn't think about it. But a whole bunch of, Peace and Books XO, I think is her channel name. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, I will correct. Well, yeah, maybe if I remember, I will go to her her page where this is and link it in case you're interested. But she does romance Napoli. I'm not exactly sure on everything. I think probably once you finish the book, you can probably continue, pick another one and continue on, you know what I mean? There's 2 different ways you can do this, and there's 2 different paths. There's the sun and the moon. I think I picked the sun. I believe it's the sun. If I'm wrong, I'll tell you guys down below, but I believe this is the sun one. Let me see if it tells you here anywhere what I picked, because I'm not sure. Yeah, the sun one. But anyways, this will probably be the last thing I do because I'm going to have to take. No, I probably won't. I'm just going to, when I'm ready to do this part, I'm going to put the camera the other way. That way I can, roll it and you guys can see what I get. Because there's 2 different ways you can do it. You can do it by rolling the dice and then wherever you land, like I'm doing. Or you can just start I guess you would start this way, up this way. Is that how you do it in Monopoly? I'm trying to remember. You start it, up at the start, and then you go around like this, I believe, in Monopoly, if I'm not mistaken. Just like Monopoly. So you could just pick this prompt, and if you don't have a dice, or if you don't want to use the simulating type of dice, then you can just pick this prompt, find something for that prompt, and so on. If you go to the library, it's a free choice. I'm not exactly sure for the other stuff, but I think certain ones are on here, I think. So, say the first one says, oh gosh, I'm blind. It's so dark out here. The first one says mystery, and it says Salute Street. And then you would go here, and it says Salute Street, it says mystery, and it says, read a mystery where the title of the book includes any words associated with death. For example, death, grave, bones, etc. If you land on library, it's any, so you can read any book you want. If you get say Courtship Row, that's historical, and you would read a historical romance where the hero or heroine is a wallflower, so on. So yeah, so that's how you would do that one. But I'll have to turn the camera the other way when I do this. But I do have my dice. But if you want to do it where you roll it, then, you can, like I say, but you don't have to. And you get, there is certain ones that you have to do, like there's a winter one, so you got to try to read the book, read that book by a certain date. I think it tells you. Oh yeah, it tells you on here, like, winter. You have to finish this one, that prompt. Something, you know, like a romance that takes place in winter. You have from today to March 20th to finish that prompt. Certain ones you have to finish in that time or you forfeit it. You know what I mean? And it's really neat. She has like this where you can keep track. So every time you finish a book or what book you're reading, you put here and stuff. And then you would put, I guess you would put like what you're reading. I would put I guess you could put like the author, the title, I guess, when you started and when you finished, maybe? I don't know. I'm not exactly sure what she wants there. It might tell me in the thing. But anyways, I know it's a rating. There's 4 stars here. But I'm not sure. But I'll read the rules more and let you guys know exactly what's going on. Or, you know what, just for it will be easier for you guys. Like I said, I'll just link Peace and Books. I think that's her channel, XO. I could be wrong, but I'll find it and I'll link it. If I forget, someone just yell at me in the comments. But yes. And I will put her explanation of this on there. Because I know I'm totally ruining this for you guys. So. But we'll go to that in a minute. So, let's get to the book. The book, of course, that I haven't finished yet, that I want to finish, is Starsight. And when I last left off, I was on page 214. So I definitely want to get to this and finish it this month. The next one is Morgana Crossing by Nora Roberts. Sorry, my eye is itching. This would be a reread, but it's been so long since I read this. And I'm probably going to annotate it. And it's the book 1 of the Circle trilogy. And forget whose story this one is. I'll read it to you. It says, in the last days of high summer, with lightning striking blue in a black sky, the sorcerer stood on a high cliff overlooking the raging sea. It says, belting out his grief into the storm, Holt Mack, I cannot pronounce his last name, rails against the evil that has torn his twin brother from their family embrace. Her name is Lilith. It says, existing for over 1,000 years, she has lured countless men to an immortal doom with her soul-stilling kiss. It said, but now the woman known as vampire will stop at nothing until she rules the world and those beyond it. It says, Holt is no match for the dark Siren, but his powers came from the goddess Morgana, and it is through her that he will get his chance at vengeance. As Morgana charge, he must gather 5 others to form a ring of power, strong enough to overcome Lilith. A circle of 6, himself, the witch, the warrior, the scholar, the one of many forms, and the one he's lost. And it is in this circle, hundreds of years in the future, where Holt will learn how strong his spirits and his heart have become. So this is the first one. So if this will fit Romanceathon, Romance Napoli, then I might read it for that. And there is some sex scenes here, so it could work for Smuttathon. At least if I remember correctly, there are some smut scenes. But anyways, and then the next one I want to try to get to is The Blood of Olympus, which is the last one in the Heroes of Olympus series. As you guys know, I read the 3 books, even though you guys haven't heard about it yet, but you guys will. It'll be in my wrap-up, but I read the first 4, I think. Was it 4? Because there's 5, or is this 4? I can never remember. This is 5, yeah. I read 2, 3, and 4 in December, which I'll talk about in my next wrap-up, or part 2. But this one is the last one in this one, okay? I'm so excited to see how this part ends. And then we got The Diviners, which I've read before and I started reading, but I'm going to start all over again. Because if you guys read the series, you know that the last one comes out next month. And this is also Book Babe 88's book club pick. So I'm going to reread this big baby. And hopefully if I get a chance, I'll read another one, but I didn't put any more on the list. But this, in case you don't know, the Diviners, they have secret powers. There's different ones, and they're all supposed to get together to, you know, like figure out what's going on. You know, keep the bad thing from happening. Whatever you want to say. So yeah, so good. This is the only one I've ever read so far in the series, so I really need to finish. I need to reread it again, and yeah, where I can finally continue on. Oh yeah, as you guys know, I'm a Patreon for Beautiful Bookish Bethany, and our book for this month is The Wives by Karen. Is it Karen Fisher? I don't know. I can't remember her name, but anyways, I can't remember the lady's name. I'm probably wrong, but Karen, I don't know. But anyways, you guys will see that because spoiler alert, that's one of the books I got for my book of the month for that purpose. So yeah, you guys will see what I'm talking about when I get that. And then the next one is all a series. Now I don't know if I'm gonna get all of these this month, but I'm going to try. And this is the Annum. How do you say that word? Annum Guard. Oop, I got it in the wrong order. Hold on a minute. Okay, this is the first one, The Eighth Guardian. Annum Guard 1 by Meredith McCradle. I read the first two so long ago that I don't remember what happens. But I never read the other one, and I want to annotate and have a good old time. This is so good. This is about, like, time, of course. Like, playing with time is a deadly game. And she gets, I forget her name. Amanda. She's doing these games or tests, but she's a junior, so she ain't supposed to get picked yet. But for some reason, they let her graduate early. Well, basically, they let her graduate early because she got drafted or got picked to be involved in the time travel. I think they go around and try to, like, change stuff from happening. But I think, if I remember correctly, they can change it, but they're not supposed to run into their past selves or past people, I think, or something. I don't remember exactly. But it's so good. It's like her, like, trying to fix things and what happens along the way. And, oh my gosh. There's a whole bunch of different characters, but I can't think of their names right now because it's been a while. But I remember the first two I had so much fun with. If you like time travel, these are so fun. Like, yeah. So the first one is, like I said, The Eighth Guardian, and then we got Blackout. The last one is really short. This one I didn't read yet. And it's Parallel. This one's very short, so. But the other ones are pretty big, so. Yay. I know there's some romance in this, so if it picks up, if it'll work with romance Napoli, then yay! I will be happy, but if not, I'll still be reading it. Okay, sorry. Okay, let me move these books down here on the floor, back on the floor, and then I'm going to stop this for a minute for I can, I don't know if I'm going to pick the romance book right now. You guys might have to wait to see what it was, or I might just tell you down in the comments what it was. Unless I can figure out what I want to read today. And then I can let you know before I export this and, you know, all that kind of fun stuff. Okay, so I'll be back in a minute. All right, we're going to try this again. I keep screwing up. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. BFF's house. BFF and house or something like that around town. BFF, okay. Read a... Wait a minute. Hold on a minute. Read a friends to lovers romance. Read a friends to lovers romance. I have to look. I don't know if I have a read. No. All right, we'll do that one, but I'm going to have to look and see if I have anything friends to lovers romance. So, yeah. I was hoping I would get Library's Choice, or get a 9 and get around Avenue, More Avenue. More Avenue is More Avenue, more. I don't even see a More Avenue. Oh, there we go. Contemporary. Age gap romance. Something like that, you know? But anyways, okay, I'm going to see if I can find any friends to, for whatever it was, friends to lover romance. Okay. I'll be back once I find something. Hi, everybody. I'm back. So I looked on Goodreads, said friends to lovers, and Morgan's Crest was on there. Yay! So I can read something that's already on my TBR. Which is exciting. So yay! I'm so excited! Yay! Because it's on there. Friends to lovers. It says on there. Friends to lovers. So I'm going with it. So yes, I will be reading Morgan's Cross by Nora Roberts. So excited. I was thinking about reading a different one by her, because I think that would work too. It's the one I got the other day where with Trudy, or no, Troy, or something like that. It's the one where her friend gets murdered, and then she comes back to town later, and the one that was murdered, her brother, and the main girl becomes friends, and then they hook up later and stuff like that. So that could work too. Now that I'm thinking about that, maybe I'm trying to debate if I should add another one to my TBR. Because I got, what did I count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, missed. 1, 2, 3. Let's see, that's 1. 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's 6. This is 7. And then one more 8. And then another one's 9. What should I do, you guys? Okay, you guys let me know. You guys vote for what you guys think. I'll be back in a minute. Hi, everybody. So, I know both of these could work. So, I'm going to take my dice. Only one. And now I'm going to have to roll until it either goes to a... If it goes to a 2, I'm going to have to roll until it gets to either a 2 or a 3. This one will be a 3. No, this one will be a 2. No, wait, why am I saying 2 and 3? 1 and 2. So this will be 1, and this will be 2. So, Carolina Moon or Morgan's Cross. 1, 2. Is that what I just said? 1, 2? I can't remember now. I think that's what I said. 1, 2, right? 1, 2. Yeah, 1, 2. Okay. 2. 1, 2. So it'll be this one. That's what I said, right? I believe that's what I said. This was 2. So this is what I will be reading. So the dice is being nicer than I'm trying to be to myself. Because the dice, because I was going to add an extra book, but the dice is telling me, nope, stick with the book that you already have on your TBR. So, this is what I will be reading for Friends to Lovers. And that is it for my TBR and showing you what I'm going to be reading for a romance, not movie. And like I said, I think it's Peace and Books XO, or Book or Peace Loves Books XO. One or the other. I know her channel's name is. So once I know for sure, I will put it down. And remember, if I don't put it down, to yell at me. But I'm gonna let you guys go because I gotta go make some punch for my kids. So I gotta get the sherbet out and let it thaw out for about 15 minutes. So yeah. But I'm gonna hope you guys like this. Let me know what you're gonna be reading. Some of the books you're gonna be reading in January. And yeah, I love you guys very much. Remember, if you like this video, thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please think about subscribing, you guys. I would love to have you guys in my subscriber of families. And remember to hit the bell icon if you do subscribe so you'll know whenever a video like this is up. I love you guys. I hope you guys had a great first day of the new year. And I'll catch you guys all on the flip side.